We are live, Scott. You were giving me a little
I have stirred up a
four.
hornet's nest
Yes, you have stirred something on your own
a
channel. Go
little
ahead, tell us
bit.
about it.
So I checked this book out of the library. This is called The Art of Fantasy by Meng Zi. Is that Z? That's a Z.
G, maybe.
And what?
G, maybe? I don't know.
Z-I is G?
Oh, no, I guess G is XI.
Yes, yes. Anyway, it is a Chinese, it says in the front it's a reprint of a book from China. So I checked out the library. I'd waited for a long time, and this cover. Look at this cover, Ellis. This looks very interesting.
Yes,
I was like,
very,
and
very.
somebody reviewed it and gave it a glowing review on YouTube. And I saw the library had ordered a copy. I mean, this is a library copy,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, this is great. I can't wait to see it. And so I brought it home last night. I had a little bit of time, and I flipped through it, and I was like, this is terrible.
And
And
yeah, go ahead.
well, and I did a review of it, and
Uh-huh.
I people didn't like my review. Well, and here's the thing. Okay, this is a complete step-by-step guide to drawing characters and concept designs. Okay, not a
Mm-hmm.
concept designer, but I know a little bit about drawing anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it's got, and I kind of went through the book and during the video, has a this is perspective. This is
Yes.
perspective. I'm not going to read all this. Horizon line, vanishing point, Okay, yeah, hey,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's good. 1 point perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 point perspective.
Mm-hmm.
3 point. No, that's it.
Yep.
Cavalier perspective, which is where the orientation is not fixed. Okay, whatever. That
Go ahead.
that's it. Okay. There's no examples, and again, it's not a book on perspective, but
Mm-hmm.
that's it on perspective. I guess if you really dug into it, and but I don't think I don't think that's enough to teach him a perspective.
Mm-hmm.
There's no there needs to be some examples and something. There are better books out there. Again, not the point of the book. Sketching. Hey, here's 2 pages of sketching. You know.
Yeah.
Uh, Here we go. Structure and dynamics of the human body. I don't know if you can see all this. Well, I
Yes,
don't think I can.
I think we got you pretty well centered up. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Okay. And I was like,
You could temporarily turn your name off on your thing if you wanted even
no,
more space.
that might cause me more. And
Okay,
so
yeah.
when I first read this, I go, what is wrong with these skeletons? These are the most elongated looking skeletons I've ever seen. And
Hmm.
and I'm like, okay, maybe it's a style.
Hmm.
There's another one. And so I was like, yeah, it's a little elongated. Some of it's a stylized skeleton. You
Hmm.
get here, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, and then we get into this, again. Oh, look, when you're older, you crouch more. Okay, uh, difference between male and female skeletons or skulls. You get this, and I don't know what they're trying. They're saying your jaw opens when you speak, I guess, but it's got this, which is completely unrealistic, but maybe, and then this, which I don't know. If I saw somebody with a jaw like that, I'd be worried. But again, maybe it's a style thing, right? So then
Hmm.
we go here, and they've got these way out of proportion characters. We go over here. It's just like, what is this? What is this teaching anybody?
Well, let
That
me
your
look.
shoulders
Let's
move?
bring it down lower.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah,
is that teaching you
that
anything?
is. Well, it's showing you the movement of shoulders. Don't think of them as static things. It's showing you the clavicle and the what do you call
Is
your
that
back
scapula?
scapulus? Yeah, that is showing. That's
Uh,
your armpit.
do
Where
you
your
think
fingers
this
at
would?
is your armpit.
No, no, no. I know what they're drawing. I know
Mm.
what they're drawing. I'm just saying this is more. I mean, To me, this would confuse somebody trying to learn more than anything.
No, that's the kind of stuff I'm always.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Never
Okay.
mind. I don't want to start arguing with. I want you to finish what you
We're
had to
good
say about it.
then. I'm not going to defend my. Anyway.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Nope. I'm done.
Oh, you're done. You're
Yeah.
done. Okay, okay. So you made these
Obviously, you
statements.
disagree. I recommend you buy the book, Ellis.
Well, I will. Since you caused the library to put it in their system, right?
No, no, no. They had a copy on order. I did
Okay,
not ask them to order it.
okay, okay. Groovy. Well, I'm not going to tell you that you're out.
Okay, we'll let me look through more of it, and you tell me if you think this. I'm not going to say anything, and you.
Okay, that thing that you were looking at was his version of Bridgman's the
Oh,
body mechanic.
I know what he's illustrating. I'm just saying his illustration sucks as a teaching tool.
I
Your
don't know.
clavicles don't go forward like that, Ellis. They don't lift
Uh,
off your rib cage or your clavicles.
yeah, actually, they move
Ah,
around
up, up. They
and
don't.
they.
Well, okay. Anyway, I thought the
Okay, go
book was
ahead. Okay.
terrible. Ellis thinks it's great.
No, no.
I think the proportions are all wrong. This is how Ellis wants to draw, with
Okay.
little heads and all. Do you see that? You think the head's
Yeah.
good?
No, because that is exactly how you get a heroic proportion. If that head was just half as small, that would be some grotesque giant. And that's how you're measuring. Your measuring starts with how big that head is, and in terms of like what you're perceiving, and that right there
Oh
is your typical Marvel superhero
no,
proportion.
no. I disagree.
Okay.
That head is microscopic, Ellis. There's a head length
Well,
between the
well,
chin and the pit of the
do something where
neck.
you do a pair of tick marks with that head and see how many heads are there. Count them. Go down. Okay. Now,
One.
oh, what are you doing marking on that library book?
They're better off.
Okay.
Well, let me do it this way.
I'm gonna get you
Two,
turned in.
to the arc.
Go ahead,
I'll
go ahead,
erase.
go ahead.
I'll
Well, you don't
erase
have
it.
to do a tick mark on it every time. Just count. Just go down and count.
Three, four. It's 4.5 to the
Well,
crotch.
then that's 9. You hear that all the time. 9 heads to
No,
superheroes.
no. Okay, okay. We're done. We're done.
Okay.
I'm not gonna spend all night arguing with you about the book. See, I
Okay.
erased it. Are you happy?
I'm not true. Okay, yeah, you erased it. That's fine. And I
So
don't care anyway. But the only thing I care about is when I get a used book and some guy has underlined all the parts I really want to pay attention. Hey, we've got comments here. Dan Johnson has come along and said, Scott, you're making no bones about those skeletons. Oh, joke. Is this a Rob
Dan.
Liefeld book on how to draw? Let me see the feet. Yep, that's right. He didn't show the feet.
Uh,
That's why absolute Batman, the tiny head and big body is absolute Batman. It sure ain't for the story. See, now we're in no
yeah, I
context
don't know. I
land
don't know
there.
anything about Absolute Batman.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen the Supergirl trailer?
I saw the poster. I saw
Some
her
see,
in.
some people are already trying to kick about that. I think it's all right. You know,
I haven't
I s
seen the trailer. Have you seen the trailer?
yes, I have. Yeah, it's
But
cute,
you haven't
and
seen
she's
Superman
cute.
yet.
That's
You
that's
haven't
what.
seen Superman yet, right?
No, not yet. So she's in it. Is she in that?
The very end.
Okay, cool. So they set that up. Hey, look at that page. That's going great.
Thanks. I'm turning my
Yeah.
camera off.
Why? So I won't make
You're
a
not
comment.
allowed to look at my art. You disqualified all your opinions.
Let me see what you got. Great artwork, Scott. Let me see what you got. That was from Dan.
Oh, that was from Dan. Dan can look. Dan has taste.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see the top of it there.
I
You,
may bug you sometime later on about an opinion I saw you kick about in there, but I'll save it for later.
and you're talking about you, or is that are you reading Dan?
No, no, no. I'm talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Dan says he's kind of on the Supergirl trailer. Yeah, I mean,
I
who
haven't
can get
seen it,
excited
so.
about anything on super anything nowadays, you know?
Are you on the wait list for Superman at the library?
Yes, I'm about 17th right now. So it's
Oh,
not
you're
much
making
more
progress.
wait. Yeah.
No. Watch Superman. I mean, I don't know what the trailer's like. I don't have a clue. So I have no opinion. Like all this stuff. I'll reserve judgment until I at least see the trailer.
Uh-huh.
You
Oh
know.
yeah. Oh yeah. You got to do that. She's got some they look like they probably and you got to do this with super creatures. You got to give them some sort of limitation. I think people who love Superman will be turned off by Supergirl. Yeah, they make a point of striking a contrast between her and him. He lives for something, and it's very idealistic, and then it gives you a counter with what she thinks, which is she's living today or something like that. Anyway, someone said, "Oh, this is all nihilistic," and it's like, well, maybe she's a
That
teenage
well that
girl.
that's the definition of nihilistic, I
Yeah,
think.
it's 180 in tone. Yeah. Okay, well,
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, I didn't care for her character
it's not
in
directed by
Superman.
Gunn, so it won't have his I mean, you can't hardly get away from having some sort of his sensibility worked into it because of, he's got the clout to give you the feedback. Okay, this is the way we want it, I assume, but you got to turn a director loose on something, and this director is not Gunn.
Yeah, there's only
Here we go.
and honestly, I'm not sure that Gunn is the best. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, people are divided on him. Here it is. Here's the line. He sees the good in people. I see the truth. Now, that's clever. I think that's pretty good writing. Talking about Superman and people. Yeah, evaluating the what you see. And but
my impression, and I haven't seen the trailer, but my impression of how they're playing her is more they're going for like the Harley Quinn kind of thing. That was my impression from the movie. I don't know from the Superman movie,
if they
but
can't, yeah.
somebody said she's like that in one of the books.
Oh yeah, surely her personality has been stretched out all kinds of ways with all this
Oh yeah, well she's been around since the
reimagining.
50s. Yeah, something. I like the original Supergirl.
And this may be a great movie. It's a good line, it may be a great movie, but I think they need to save her for later. Hmm. And I saw, and
Maybe that could be. There could be something to that.
Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo. They showed a quick little still from somewhere of that.
How can be Lobo as Aquaman?
I don't know.
Uh,
It's like that funny Wolverine bit where so and so you think he's we're talking about him being Captain America, and he's actually the Human Torch or
oh yeah,
something like that.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris, have a couple
Yeah,
more
because
films
there's
that are upbeat and give us idealistic superheroes first. Sure, sure, yeah. Then dwell in the darker shades of DC's universe. DC supposedly, coming down the road with all these corporate doings that Gunn. I saw one report said Gunn is done. They'll probably first thing get rid of him when
I wonder what their motivation is. I mean, I don't know how well Superman
Just because they think they can do better, I guess.
Oh.
Each character came across as being true heroes. Look how the Marvel did their setup. Yeah. Some were on wayward paths, but they redeemed themselves.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's important, but I mean, when you tell me, so is Lobo in the Supergirl movie?
Apparently,
Oh, okay. Well, that immediately my interest wanes. I'm not
really.
a.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I hope they managed to know how to tell a joke because it's like,
Yeah, I don't know
what do you
anything
do
about.
with Lobo if you treat him seriously? Come on.
I've
He's
never
a
read
cartoony character.
Lobo, but yeah, I don't. It. I don't know. He's a character I have zero interest in,
Yeah,
and I don't. And
he's
I don't.
obviously he's one of those guys that steps right out of underground comics. Basically, he's saying, "Here's this big." He's almost S. Clay Wilson. You know,
Yeah. What was the one he did with the was it S. Clay Wilson that did the pirate? Was
yeah,
the
the
checkered
pirate
pirate?
just yeah, they're just
Yeah.
carving each other up at the same time they're copulating. You know, and he packs it so much, and there's there'll be gross mutilation going on and copulating, and they'll be four instances of it in one panel. Now the other way, the other guy is, that was really Crumb really worried about his opinion and stuff was Spain Rodriguez.
Oh, Spain Rodriguez. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
at.
And
Where was
Spain,
I
of course,
at?
is a guy that's he
Oh,
could
I
have,
was.
he could have been, yeah, he was trash, man. He could have been
They had a
a very
complete.
good
I was at a
artist.
store a few days ago, and they had a collected edition, the complete Trash Man.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I mean,
I'd be interested in a.
well,
I re-
it was
I rem,
expensive.
oh, was it? I remember
It
one
was
thing.
50 bucks.
I thought he had a great title and just a great concept. It just excited the mind to say Highway Zero, and it was just this big get together of anarchy, I guess, in one case, and it's like okay. But they were all there, and it was kind of like it had some car culture to it. And I think they were all just going to have a big race or something to settle something. I'd like to revisit that at some point.
Uh, okay, it's out there if you want to.
Yeah, I could find it.
I mean, I've never
I'm not
read
going
it.
to spend
I
any
just
extra
know.
money on anything. Yeah,
Okay. Oh, it was tax time, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It is tax time.
Is yours
Remind
locked
me.
in? Hey, speaking of, yours is locked in, right?
Yes, I think. Yeah.
Okay, your property taxes.
Hmm.
Okay, because they're talking about making it so everyone's can lock in. If you're over 65, they're talking about getting rid of it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Because
Yeah.
basically, I mean,
Guy, you own the
you
house.
are just renting. You're renting from the government at this. It's like, hey, I really wanted to pay this off. In fact, that's what they call it, paying it off. It's like,
Right.
and I'm not really paid off, am I?
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. I mean,
If you
mine's
can
paid
take
off
it
too.
from me, yeah,
Yeah. No, no, no. That's absolutely right. Especially if you're, I mean, I kind of get it. Like Michelle and I paid ours off early. We're still working.
hmm
So, I kind of get if they're like, well, you got to be 60 or 65 or whatever. But, man, at a certain point, the government should just stop gouging you so much.
yeah.
And
It's
it's a
like,
gouge. And it goes up. And, it goes up because your property value goes up or something happens. And it's
yeah,
like, if you're not going to sell it, you don't see any benefit
yeah,
out of the
yeah, oh
property
yeah,
tax
yeah.
going up, or yeah, the value going up, really, And so you have this value in your house that, like you say, you don't really own,
hmm
and they're paying you. I mean, ours, man, our house payment when on our first house, it doubled over the I don't know 10 years we lived there because the property tax jumped up so high.
Yeah.
And it
It's
wasn't the value. They kept raising the property tax.
yeah. It's like you had no idea that you would be worth $200,000 more this year, did you?
You're right. Yeah. But the good thing is you get to pay taxes on an extra
Yeah,
$200,000.
yeah.
It's like what? Yeah, it's a rip
It's a
off.
it's a rip. It is especially, oh yeah, there's so much, if you've spent the day looking at X, looking at all the new news on ways they're ripping us off in like
Oh
Minnesota
gosh,
and
I wouldn't
stuff
get
like
on.
that.
I
It's
made the
like,
mistake of going to Reddit, and I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world? Reddit is the worst. X is pretty bad though. I would not go to either one of them. I don't know why you go to X, Ellis.
oh well, it's my news. I mean, I think that's well, the reason to go to X is because every left wing creep in the world wants to kill X. That's the reason you go to X. Support it.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Huh. Wonder why this quit working.
That was not my. I agree with you. Sound. Just in case you missed
So
out.
it's about the only reason we have Trump, I think.
Well, that might be. That could be.
Blue Sky is the worst. Oh, I've never sampled Blue Sky other than reposts of people saying, look at what they said on Blue Sky. Blue Sky
Oh
is the
yeah.
worst. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they, the ones that fled
Oh yeah, because they couldn't take.
X, they hated Trump so much, or Elon so much, they went to Blue Sky. Oh, Scott Adams is in hospital again.
What's wrong with him? Did he
Oh,
have cancer?
yes, he has cancer. Yeah,
Oh, he
he's
has cancer.
yes, and it's a sort of cancer that it's got enough of a hold on him that all prognosis, that's intelligent about a guy that's got his condition will tell him that he doesn't have long to live. So that's
Okay.
what he's reported to people and said, that. But what do? You just continue on, and somebody tells you you can try something, you try something.
Yeah. I mean,
So even though,
no. You make your peace with Jesus, and then you try something.
there you go.
You get ready. You prepare.
That's how you get ready. Yep. I was.
Well, there was a guy at my work that had cancer, and he came, and I know this guy pretty well. We used to carpool together, and he was telling
Mm-hmm.
me, he came by my desk and was telling me about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, look, I don't want to be morbid, but his wife doesn't drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look, Bill, that's not his real name. Bill, I don't want to be morbid. I said, but what happens to your wife if you die? He was like, oh no, I've thought about that, but I think I know that it apply to you, but is Scott Adams married? I'm sure his wife is taken care of if he is.
Oh, Scott Adams, I think, is on his second wife.
Mm.
And well, he's
It
on his
reminds me
second
of those
wife, but
commercials about Big Lou.
he's recently divorced.
Who is Scott Adams?
Yeah, Scott Adams.
Oh,
And it sounds like, probably the usual thing where she probably got a lot of money.
oh yeah. Well, does he live in California? I feel like.
Oh,
he
yeah,
could.
yeah. He lives right next to the Livermore Labs, apparently.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a little inland from the Golden Gate there,
Oh.
in San Francisco area. Blue Sky tried to ban Mark Hamill and Reiner because they weren't left wing enough. Now that's left wing.
Golly.
That's a left wing platform when you say what
Man.
is wrong with Rob Reiner. Get on board, Rob.
Golly, yeah. And Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
Did Mark Hamill come out and say he's gay?
I don't think he has he?
Oh, okay. I think that
What's
was.
wrong with
Did he
this thing?
Or maybe he came out and said Luke Skywalker was gay.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, yeah, he was very on board with uh, gender bending, a lot of stuff in Star Wars. Yeah, that was his big deal, I think.
Of course he was.
I think the battery's dying in this Apple Pencil. I don't know what you do about it when
Hang
you
on, wait.
want.
You know it's not dying?
What?
Battery in my pencil.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what? And I may switch now that you've made that obvious statement there about this. I'm going to let this just be charging, and I am going to switch to paper and pencil.
There you go.
Yes, indeed. Because I'm all for paper and pencil.
I've been learning AutoCAD, Ellis.
Oh, how's that going? Are you
pretty good, actually.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, if it excites you and it holds your interest, and it's like, hey, this is groovy, you're there.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I'll tell you some stuff offline.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about too much on the air.
Yeah. That's you don't want to spread around. Let me see what Dan's been saying. He said Hamill did a film for Angel Films and promoted it on Blue Sky, and they jumped on his butt. How dare you do a Bible film? Fascist. Oh. Good Lord. Can you imagine? I mean, people that just the worst people on earth can't be in charge of putting you in a box. No. You know? You can't let them be in charge of who is good, you know.
Well, but they've appointed themselves the people that.
Yes, it is self-appointed, yeah.
You know. But yeah, you're right. Some of the worst people in the world are.
Yeah, in charge of the.
Well, they think they're in charge.
Well, there's a book by a guy. He wrote one book that almost everybody likes called The Machiavellians. But he wrote a second book. Some people seem to argue like, no, he missed the mark on this one. But it's about the management revolution is what he called it, or something like that. The managerial revolution. And all he's saying is that in the future, types like the deep state will be the power in this world. The people that you hand off, you tell them saying, why don't you take care of this little segment of the world's problem? Here's your budget for it. And they have all this, it's just like an EPA. And when you hand that off, you have handed off a fearful amount of your own freedom,
sovereignty to these people.
Yes, you hand it off. Yeah.
I heard a report. Speaking of EPA, I heard a report the other day that was saying what would the word be? Belief. The belief in climate change is the lowest it's been since the 80s right now.
Yeah, that was something that had to be just hammered constantly to stay in the forefront of anybody's mind. And they've gotten worried about it since they lost their NGO source funding, and they've kind of dropped some of it, and they're trying to shift on several levels until they get rid of Trump, But they're also at the same time trying to juggle getting rid of J.D. Vance as well beforehand.
Yeah.
On the plus side, the worst of the worst is all in one place. That's true. You can always ID them. They always run together. They have their own confinement. If someone tells me they're on the right side of history, I'm going to assume they will not be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Personification of hubris.
Yeah, who says that? That's not an argument because you don't know.
Well,
I mean, but if you have to explain that, then you're probably not.
Yeah.
Well, and the climate change thing, I mean, all along I've said, hey, we'll see who's right on this deal.
Yeah.
And, they've been going on and on and on for decades about how, any day now.
Yeah, you should be able to say, okay, let's have a look at our our forecast here.
Yeah, where are we at on this
Oh,
thing?
well, can we have Al Gore in here for a moment to point
No, he's
some
too
things
busy.
out?
He's too busy flying around in his jet.
Mhm. I haven't been drawing enough, period. Man, jeez.
You got all the time in the world, Ellis.
I know it. Well, the deal is, it's kind of sad the way my yeah, it's not sad. It's funny. And
Sad the rhythm.
but I need to kick it. It's like anything. It's like you got to change your way. You got to change them yourself, you know. And all it takes is one little habit. That's all life is. Form your habits up and make sure you stick with the good ones, you know. And right
Yeah.
now, my habit is getting online, staying online, doing nothing
There you go. See,
worthwhile all day.
What are you doing on X? And you said, "It's where I get my news." That's how you justify
Well,
it,
yeah,
Ellis.
yeah, you're right.
But
Yeah, you're right.
you do whatever you want to do.
No. I've got a lot of things I could make a to-do list
Done
right
with
now.
the page. Done
Yep.
with the page.
Oh, you are excellent.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you want to show it to Dan or not.
Yeah, you want to go solo? Here we go.
Sure.
Once I figure out where that button is, I think they've moved it. Okay, let me see. New layout. Oh, there it is.
I don't know if you can see.
What in the world? Oh, here we go. They did change it slightly. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that is really good. The depth on that left-hand character on top is good. This is really cool. So
Yeah, I think it came out good.
Very good.
It's
Looks
slow. I have not drawn on this since last Thursday. I think I came here and drew it on a little bit on Sunday, but I've been trying to hit that AutoCAD. Michelle brought her laptop home and been messing with it.
Dan says looks great.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I was having I thought I'll keep to myself until we're all done. It's like all of a sudden I was thinking about that guy that we started the show with. So I'll just keep it to myself.
I don't know what guy you're talking about, but okay.
The artist that you review. By the way, I will stick the link to Scott's discussion where he got a little feedback from people on it, and you can add your feedback to Scott's web page. We're both trying to grow web pages.
I'm gonna turn off comments.
Turn off the comments.
I'm growing my YouTube page.
Yeah. Again, you were good to begin with, but I can really see how you have upped the game since the first chapter. Yeah. And your reward is more action. Yeah.
The reward is more action. No, I was waiting for the action.
Yeah. Movies. What have you been watching lately?
I watch Yellow Jackets.
Oh yeah, Yellow Jackets.
I watched Yellow Jackets and Prime,
which is a mini series, right?
Yes, it's three. So far, it's 3 seasons. I watched 2 from library DVDs. Prime had it where I could watch season 3, but once I watched 2, it locked the rest of them. So I don't know what I did. Let's see. I've been watching movies. I've got a movie called The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. Have you ever seen that?
That is the guy that the 2 collaborators that did Black Narcissus. What's their names? Arrow Films. That starts with the arrow hitting the bullseye for their credits. Oh, what is it? People. Anyway, yeah, I've seen it, and it's really cool.
It's an old movie.
Yes, yes. And it's got
Okay.
that Technicolor strip color that is really cool.
I haven't watched it yet. I got the DVD from the library, and then I also
You
got.
you'll dig it. It's if you hang with it. Who did Black Narcissus? Let me been revisiting Robotech. Voodoo had a deal, all 3 seasons, 85 episodes for $5. That sounds pretty
Oh,
good.
I've got there's a complete Blu-ray that I bought a couple years ago. I haven't watched it. I've got a stack of
Yeah, Blu-ray's got everything on it,
stuff
doesn't
like
it?
that. Yeah, I need to watch Robotech. I need to watch. Oh, I hate to say this with Dan on the line. I need to watch My Hero Academia. I got like the first 4 seasons of that.
Hmm.
I need to watch. Oh, I got the Green Hornet the other day. The first
Oh
and
yeah,
second
yeah, we were talking about
series.
that.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. I haven't watched any more of it. Um,
If they don't have good fight scenes and it's a serial, I'm out. You know, if they
it's good. No, no,
are
no.
they good?
Green Hornet's good. Yeah, I just hadn't watched it. And I still haven't watched all of the Zorro's Fighting Legion. That's the one that Jim Steranko said he saw as a kid and really, tripped
Yeah,
his trigger.
yeah, it's probably William Whitney's fight scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I've got Mask of Fu Manchu that I've watched. I don't know how many episodes of, but I need to start finishing some of these.
Scott, you need to get into Hero Academia. The last
I've
episode
watched it.
airs this Saturday, and this final season has been straight up fire. Lowest rated episode so far is 9.1.
How many seasons are there, Dan? He'll answer that eventually.
Yeah.
I've got the first. Walmart had season 1 and season 2, and then season 3 and season 4 in like a box set. Two different
Hmm.
two seasons, and it was like cheap. I think they were like $15 a piece or $20 a piece or something. So I picked them up.
8 seasons.
I've watched. Oh, it's 8. Oh,
How
I'm
many
halfway
episodes
there.
per season? Boy, that's a lot of animators working hard. Huh?
Yes.
And that's why uh, AI is not going anywhere. Anything that it reduces that work will be around. And cost. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that. If it reduces
And
cost, it will
time.
be
It's
around. Yeah.
time. No, no,
Yeah.
no. It's
Time
time.
is cost too.
Time is the thing. Well, time is cost, but I think they would eat the cost. I think it's the time that
So on
will.
average, they're over 10 episodes in a season. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
13 and 11. You know what show I finished off just last night? Oh, no, what? I'm still working on the very last episode. Freaks and Geeks. That is
Oh my
such
gosh.
that is such a funny show.
I watched some of it based on your recommendation.
Hmm. But I'm
Uh,
about to finish it off. I don't know why I let it
nice.
hang. I was 2.5 out from finishing, and I let it all hang, and
Oh
I got back
gosh.
about a year later.
I Yeah, I watched it I started watching it based off your recommendation. It was decent.
Oh yeah, they're funny. But and plus they're let's see, what does it say? Ellis, had you never seen that show? Well, I Freaks and Geeks had not been seen by me. There's only one season, and they talk about, oh, what a shame. This is such a great show. One season. No, no, that's perfect. It should be done, one and done. Because for one thing, everybody's going to get too old. And,
Like Stranger Things.
yes, yes. That is one of the best one season wonders ever. Yeah, it is. It's a good show. I wonder why that's all selected. Hmm. Yeah, and let's see what else. Oh, yeah. And I'm into, I was into this thing where I'm going to take in the Great Gatsby and absorb all that stuff. And it's funny to think about, this recent enthusiasm uh, for crumb both of you and I had by listening to that book. Uh, that's his era too. Obviously he's talking about, the Roaring Twenties and that sort of American era. And of course, that's F. Scott Fitzgerald and
Oh,
Hemingway. And I saw both versions of
Gatsby.
Gatsby, and I had things to love about both of them. Um, I think Redford, killed it in certain ways that DiCaprio didn't. That was cool, but DiCaprio, you can't minimize how much charisma that guy's got. Scott, you mentioned Zorro. Have you ever seen the Disney version with old that
Yeah,
guy from Lost in Space?
Yep, I was watching it for a while on Disney Plus.
Now wait a second. What is the thing with what is his name? T-H-E Cat.
THE Cat.
The
T.
there's another Disney thing of that era with Zorro, and it might have been another pass at Zorro. And I'm trying to think of the actor's name in it. Robert Loggia. Robert Loggia. I'm trying to think
I
of
don't.
that.
I don't know. I don't. I didn't know they did multiple Zorros on Disney. The only one I've seen is like the one, the one.
The Guy Williams as Zorro, the guy that was in Lost in Space.
Sure.
Those Lost in Spaces are great little time capsules of how stupid our entertainment could get. We could still watch it. Was it the?
I'll counter you with monsters. The monsters.
Oh yeah, that was pretty dumb too. Was it
And
the
then I'll counter you with the
Scarecrow of
monkeys.
Romney Marsh? No, that was Patrick
Oh,
McGowan. Yeah, Patrick McGowan
yeah.
was the
I
Scarecrow.
saw that. That's not on Disney Plus, or at least it wasn't last time I checked. Maybe Dan
This,
pointed me to
this,
where I could watch that. Maybe it was on Tubi.
and of course, there was the Swamp Fox with Leslie Nielsen. I remember that. I was watching those their their premiere their premiere night. Yeah, on just TV back in the day. Creature features. Oh, see. Dude, do not crack on the Munsters.
Oh, yeah.
Creature features.
Whatever.
The Munsters. I've enjoyed each pass at what's her name, Wednesday. That, whoever's putting that out. I guess it's Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Those are always pretty funny, pretty cute. Got that Tim Burton touch. It's almost like he came back to life for those. It's like, okay, I like the Addams Family. Well, of course, he did a feature film with the Addams Family. Creature Features had Scarecrow. They had it listed as Dr. Sin. Yes, yes. They had these alternate titles for repackaged
Yeah.
things. They had a thing with Peter Graves that was pretty cool, where he was a guy that everybody thinks he's the lovable or at least respectable doctor. And that one had about 3 different titles. Had some cool, not Peter Graves, Peter Cushing.
Oh.
Peter Cushing tried to, would give you him as action character every now and then. He'd really throw himself into stuff. My favorite thing, which I thought, back in the day, I thought, wow, look at Peter Cushing go, was the scene in the, he was the first or the second Dracula. He realizes he's got Dracula where he wants him if he can just get that big curtain ripped down. And he runs down the length of this big table and leaps into the air and seizes the curtain high up and yanks it down with him, and falls down with it. So years later, I said, and all of a sudden, Peter's Cushing's, physique totally changed into a stout little linebacker of a guy and ran across that table and jumped up and got that curtain down. I thought, well, it's good to be a kid because all I saw was Peter Cushing turning around doing that
Yeah.
stunt.
You thought, man, that's amazing.
That's a
It's a
super super
That's a spry
spry
old
old
man.
man. Yeah. Is Johnny Depp involved with Wednesday? Yes, he's directed several, and he says if it's good, his not being in it might be the reason. Is Johnny Depp? No, Depp isn't in it. No, I like Depp, but him and Burton need to take a break from each other. They're like that married couple. I'm thinking of Dark Shadows. You're right. They're like that married couple that bring out the worst in each other. Cushion and Lee were the bomb. They were. They used to entertain each other by doing cartoon voices. You need to hear Lee do Sylvester the Cat. I will search for that. You betcha. Sylvester. Yeah, oh yeah. I can just see Christopher Lee doing Sylvester. He should do it while he's in some of his heavy makeups. I think the role he really liked that allowed him to say, have a look at Christopher Lee here in all his glory that could have been if you'd given him the films, and it is a riot on his Sylvester. Is the Three Musketeers. He's got some great fencing scenes in that, and he
Oh,
likes
really?
oh yeah, he likes to talk about how he was the real deal when it came to fencing choreography. He'd done a lot of work was in his past of
Should have
absorbing
been
that stuff.
Zorro.
Yeah,
Should have been
exactly.
Zorro.
They used to watch Warner Brother cartoons in their off time. They were like big kids. Oh yeah, yeah. I think you can tell they're always got the instant thing going on when they're in a film together, and they were in a lot of them, or their share anyway. They were Hammer's go-to guys.
Oh yeah, I did watch. Dave and I watched the Gorgon the other day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Did you ever hear the story about him and John Pertwee, the third Doctor? Pertwee, or I don't know. The third Doctor. Is it? Does it involve conflict?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Probably. Well, he's already told us one humorous interaction. Maybe this one will be humorous as well. Pertwee got mad hearing how Lee was an expert on everything. Yeah, he does. He does lay it on you. He's an expert on the supernatural. He's an expert on how to kill a man from his Secret Service background, or what do they
Wait,
call it?
not Secret Service.
Yeah, he was in
Forces.
he was in special. Yeah. He was in the
Special
OSS.
Forces.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the OSS.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Heard
He
Lee
did not.
comment that Polish was one of the languages he spoke, and Pertwee's wife was Polish. So John introduced Lee to his wife one day on set. How'd this go? Okay, he's typing.
Yeah.
This is a good story. I like this because I can see it's going to go somewhere.
Not for Lee,
It writes itself. Yeah, it does sound like it doesn't pay out well for Lee.
No, I don't think.
And stood by for 20 minutes as Lee and his wife carried on perfect conversation in Polish. Skinned him. Yeah. That is great. Didn't think that's where it was going, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that. In terms of like being a Lee fan, why not? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear.
That's what you want to hear. There's no bullshit that he when he claims he's good at something, he's good at it. That's a good story. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, yeah, you can tell it sometimes. Lee will, or he'll show you some side of him that says, yes, he's got a lot of people he admires, for one thing. It's not like it's all about Lee.
He always struck me as one of those guys, kind of like Orson Welles. You just kind of expect like Orson Welles, like, oh, okay, he can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. When you're out of the gate, the way an Orson Welles type is, it's like, is anything ever going to stand in his way? If he wants to do it, he can do it. Lee was in the army with Ian Fleming, and Fleming based a lot of James Bond on Lee. Now you're talking to, I don't, you obviously know Scott pretty well. He and his friends are got their own little fan club on James Bond and Ian Fleming. They read them they got.
Yeah,
You got together and you guys all decided to read them at the same time, right?
yeah, we read me and Dave and Barry read the Ian Fleming books.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that Ian Fleming based James Bond off of Lee, but I don't know. Could be. I don't know enough to say it wasn't. Certainly, if Dan says it, Dan's pretty.
He's encyclopedic about
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. Whereas I am chapbook level authority on anything.
Yes.
Oh, I read a good book of where Steve Martin, this is such a brilliant idea anyway. He decided we're talking about X, he decided his era of Twitter was worth just binding up. And he only wrote half of it too, because half of the jokes are replies to his tweets. So it's a little short book.
He got all his tweets and made a book out of them.
Yes, that's pretty lazy,
gosh.
but it's actually a pretty funny book. I got it right here. I'll reach over and grab it.
Did you buy it or did you?
No, this is in the library. The
Oh.
10 make that 9 habits of very organized people. Make that 10. That's the name of the book. The tweets of Steve Martin. And you see how big it is. It's paperback size, and it's that skinny. And it's well spaced inside of it.
What's that retail for? I'm just curious.
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably on the back.
If it's in here, is it?
It's probably not on the inside.
Yeah. It's $16 US.
Yeah.
It's pretty a lot. That's a lot. But at the same time, if a guy was in the hunt for the idea of writing jokes, dipping into Steve Martin's brain wouldn't be a bad place to go.
Yeah, I would say if somebody was interested in Steve Martin, they should read the book Born Standing Up.
Okay, I think the library's got that. I know a lot of useless info. Don't know how to woo women or make money, but ask me anything about 50 sci-fi movies. Yeah, that's my expertise.
You got to find the woman that you can woo by being poor and that likes science fiction movies. Good luck.
I think it's I think all you need to know is what Al Pacino and Scarface said. First you make the money, then you come after the woman.
I think it was Norm Macdonald. I watched it. I think it was a skit of his I saw, or an interview with him. I think it was Norm Macdonald where he said he was talking about things that poor people and rich people, super poor, super rich, middle class don't know this. For example, drive a car by a manufacturer that no longer exists.
Yeah.
A super rich person drives a Duesenberg. A poor person drives a Buick.
Buys a Datsun,
Pontiac,
whatever.
or a Saturn, or Yeah, something that's out of business.
Yeah.
Yugo buys a Yugo.
Get parts for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, knows the daily price of copper.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was more. Those are the two that I remember though.
Yeah. No, that now who
I
noticed
think it
this?
was I think it was some guy doing an interview and I think it was Norm Macdonald.
Well, that's Adam Carolla's. That's one of his routines.
Oh,
Like,
maybe it was Adam Carolla then.
yeah,
Oh, Steve heard it. You know the routine.
not so much the routine, but he does note that there are these similarities when you go to either end of the spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did
Okay.
you see this thing I got from Dan? It's about time to quit, I guess. We've been at it 55 minutes. I just checked my facts. Fleming and Lee were step cousins, and Fleming suggested Lee to play Bond in Doctor No.
Oh,
That's it.
oh,
Can you imagine that? Okay, I know I've become way
unfortunately.
sexier to every woman if I become rich. Yeah.
He'll do what?
Um,
Because, yes.
um, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe not every
You're
woman, but certainly a lot of them.
okay. I heard a joke that it's like, oh, yeah, I've forgotten the structure. It's like women wouldn't give me oh, I wish I had a penny for every woman that has rejected me. And if I had those pennies, eventually I'd have enough that they'd find me interesting. Basically, that's a lot of rejection. Basically, is what he's saying. He could get rich off of it. That's badly structured, though. See, I need to refer to Twitter again for that joke. Okay, you ready to leave, Scott? We got to say bye to Dan. I think you know what Scott's last thing he did was, I think his connection crapped out. Hey, Scott, look at that. Later, guys. Yeah, we'll see you, Dan. Thanks. I guess I can just end the stream. Scott didn't hear. Bye, everybody.